My name is Phil Tolan, and I work for a startup called Hipware. We're working on a mobile application called Tiny Robot. It is intended to help you connect with your friends and family IRL, but while respecting your privacy at the same time, which many location-based apps today don't. It's available in the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. Go check that out. The back end is written entirely in Elixir, and we've pulled out a couple of really useful pieces of functionality, and I want to talk briefly about those. The first is called Dawdle, and it's basically just an event handling framework. Right now it's connected up to SQS, but the back end is abstracted through a behavior. You could hook it up to RabbitMQ. We're actually looking at options for local delivery if you are concerned about latency or don't need the guarantees that you get from SQS or something like that. And it's really simple. So you define a module and a struct that is your event. And you can put whatever you want in there. I don't recommend putting an ecto object with tons of preloads or anything like that, because there is a size restriction on messages in SQS. But otherwise, go nuts. Put whatever you want in there. Then you define a handler. So you do that by using Dawdle.handler, and you can use only to say I only want to handle these events. You can use except to say I don't want to handle these events, I want to handle everything else. And then you just define a function, handle event. And of course you can pattern match on the event structure there, and then do whatever you need to do. And somewhere else in your code, you create an instance here of your event structure and call Dawdle.signal. And that's all there is to it. Super simple. That is fairly useful, and we use it quite a bit. But we got to thinking, what if we used it to catch Postgres notifications and allow you to handle those in your app code without going through all of the normal hoops you have to jump through if you want to use Postgres notifications. So we've been using this for a couple of years now in our application, and it's pretty cool. So the first thing you need to do is create an ecto migration. Import DawdleDB.migration will give you these utility functions. Create watcher events table creates the state that we need to track these events within Postgres, and then the update notify will create the triggers necessary in the database to fire the notifications. Once you've done that, then you can define a handler, use DawdleDB.handler, the type argument there is your ecto schema, and then you just have handle insert, handle update, and handle delete. And when you insert a new record into that user table, your handle insert gets fired with the new record. You can do whatever you want with it. Handle update includes both the new and the old record, and handle delete handles the old record. And that's really all there is to it. It's super smooth. It works pretty well. We've been using it for a while. All of these are available in Hex right now. They're basically beta status. I don't see the API changing, but we are sort of refining the back-end implementation of both. Please go check it out. Let us know what you think. If you find it useful, we'd really appreciate hearing that. Thanks.